Hello YouTube, this is Morgan, Airspeed Prime here at my next Sword Art Online video, and this is going to be my review of the Sword Art Online 2 Volume 1 Part 1 DVD / Blu-ray combo collector's edition set. Really confusing title, but it's the Blu-ray set basically for SAO II, first part, and it's the first of 4, and it's the collector's edition. And so here is a look at why it's the collector's edition. That is volume 1, but because it's the first part and it's the collector's edition, you get the overall box that you're going to put all 4 of them in. Hence why you have this thing of part 1 goes here and then store parts 2 to 4 in this space. I think it's really cool. When I saw that this was going to be a thing for SAO II, I definitely put my pre-order down straight away. I'm really excited to have the collection complete. But yeah, this is only the first 7 episodes. But yeah, let's take a look at the overall outside box. On this side, you can sort of see me there behind the camera in the glare. But you can see Death Gun, Spiegel, Dine, and most of the other Gun Gale Online characters, the kind of main villain and then the kind of other minor characters. On the kind of spine, I suppose, of the overall set, you have just a really nice kind of symbolic, I suppose, image of kind of Asada current day and Asada younger, and then just I suppose the fact that when she was younger she did this really strong thing that helped save everyone, but that caused her in her older life to feel weak because of the experiences. It's a pretty interesting image there. And then on this side you have obviously the 2 main characters, Sinon and Kirito, as they are in the game. Really nice image there. And on the bottom you just have like illustration by this, Aniplex, and nothing on the top. So yeah, main thing to talk about is obviously the stuff in here. So let's take that out. And then this is literally just a cardboard box. There's nothing in it. It's just a box that says placeholder. So I'll keep it in there for now. And then there's nothing in this box, but it's really nicely put together. It feels really high quality. So yeah, let's get that out of the way. So yeah, here is the set for part 1. So you can see Sword Art Online 2, Arc 1, Phantom Bullet. So I assume it'll say Arc 1, Phantom Bullet on the first 2. Then the second one, I don't know what they're going to do for the second one, because like the Excalibur arc is only like a couple of episodes, so they won't fit it all in one set. So interesting to see what they do. They'll probably just do Arc 2, Mother Rosario or something like that. But yeah, obviously this is a really popular image here of Kirito and Sinon, their sword and gun in the ground, crossed over. Very, very nice image representing what the overall thing is about. And then just, again, another really high quality kind of box for the overall part 1 set. Just very nice, shiny, feels like a collector's edition. On the spine you have Kirito. It says collector's edition part 1 of 4. Sword Art Online 2, Arc 1, Phantom Bullet. And then on the back, you have another interesting image of Sinon, Kirito. Again, just very nice stuff. And nothing of note really on the top or bottom. So yeah, let's get into the stuff inside here. Again, nothing inside here, but again, it's really high quality. What you get here is just the actual kind of tray, I suppose, that keeps the discs. And yeah, so I have the Blu-ray in my Blu-ray player just so I can show you the actual DVD menu, Blu-ray menu in a moment. This is just a DVD of the exact same thing. It's one of those combo packs, you get both. No idea why, I suppose, so you can play it in somewhere where you don't happen to have a Blu-ray player, but you do have a DVD player. I've always found Blu-ray DVD combo packs weird, but the collector's edition only was both. And yeah, it's the same image on both discs. They're basically identical, except one's a Blu-ray, one's a DVD. And it just says Sword Art Online 2, Arc 1, Phantom Bullet, DVD, episodes 1 to 7. This one says Blu-ray 1 to 7. And then behind it, you just have episodes 1 to 7, and then there's 0 to 14 for the other one. So just from the fact that it says it like that, it makes me believe that they're maybe going to change up the kind of design for the next arc, obviously because it's not in Gun Gale Online, so they're probably going to change that up, which I suppose it makes this overall box seem pretty weird that it's so GGO focused when half of the season isn't. But yeah, you just get the interesting kind of in-game visuals of when they're aiming. That's what these designs are. That's what they're meant to be. And yeah, you get the names of the 7 episodes on this set. No idea why 6 is just kind of missing here. Like, it just says episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, space 6. It just seems really weird that one episode just happens to be missing. So I don't know if that's like a printing error or something like that, but it seems really weird that they just didn't put it there, or some press delete or something like that. Don't know how it got to print like that. It's a weird thing, definitely, just how they missed that. But it's fine. It's not a huge deal. Early problems, but yeah. Then we have the guidebook or little art book that you get with it. I don't know if there's going to be one of these for all of them, because you know, obviously, like, we can maybe estimate it just from the size of this compared to this, and you know, could they fit 3? Yeah, like, it definitely seems like they're going to go for 3 the exact same size as this, and so there's definitely going to be space in all of them for an art book, and the stuff in this art book only covers the first 7 episodes. So I really do think that there's going to be a guidebook with all of them. I think there's been releases in Japan that probably, because this is translated from a Japanese one, so there probably is guidebooks for all of them. But yeah, this is the English version. And basically you just get a page for every episode, covering the key aspects of those episodes, some screenshots of the key scenes, and just helping to explain to you, you know, what's going on, in case you didn't fully understand. Fairly basic to the point, but gets it all across. Just some nice stuff here. They do explain who the screenplay is by, the storyboards, director, art director on each episode, which is nice. But then you do have, you know, like stuff like this, classic art book style stuff, the various face turns and the character models, Asuna, Kazuto, Asuda, Shino's mother, and there's Sinon. The guns, really interesting. It's just very, very notable that all of the real guns in GGO are based on real guns, whereas the optical guns are the kind of fantasy guns. Behemoth, Zexseed, Ginru, Dine. Then you have an interview with Kenta Suzuki from Aniplex, who is obviously the kind of what was it called? I suppose the production team on the kind of dub for SAO II, and he just explains like the marketing for the dub, and just they ask him some questions about his own thoughts on the show. It's an interesting interview, nothing massively notable. And they talk about this app that's out for Sword Art Online. I don't know if it's available on the UK App Store, but they seem to mention it like it is, but again, it's translated from Japanese, so I don't know if it's actually up. But yeah, episode 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, like, this is the episode that isn't mentioned on the set, Showdown in the Wilderness, so really interesting that they left out such a good episode. But yeah, it's episode 7. And then more art stuff. There's Kirito, Spiegel, Umaru, Schmidt. Yep. Kirito's weapons, the FN57 and the Kagamitsu 4G. Interesting that it's red in the book, whereas it's kind of purpley pink in the show. And then there's some concept art of the GGO world, the NPC gunman from that game. The interview continues. Again, more interview, and then you get into just a gallery of some really nice images. That's a really nice one. SAO, GGO, Kirito, and then Sinon. There's Sinon and the kind of bullies behind her representing that, and there's Kirito. There's a similar image, but with Death Gun kind of hovering over them, and the gun that means so much to Sinon. Another nice image there. Yes, classic little bit of fan service. Yeah, more kind of classic images. They use these for the Weiss Schwarz stuff a lot. Very nice image there of just kind of post fairy dance arc, everyone's ALO avatars, and another just image showing the kind of duality between Sinon and Asuda, and then just some credits kind of stuff. So very interesting overall. Nice guidebook. I'm very happy to have it. Just really makes it feel like a collector's edition, that it's not just the discs in a special packaging, that you do actually get something extra with the actual little book there. So yeah, so in general the packaging I think is really high quality. The only thing is that it's baffling to me why episode 6 is just left out there. It really feels like whatever in the design process they were putting this out, someone accidentally just deleted the 2 lines that had episode 6, Showdown in the Wilderness there. So just really weird. It's yeah, just it's just one of those things where like, oh, it's not perfect, but at the same time, I know what episode 6 is. I'm never really going to need to look at the box of the set to actually know what the episode is called. But just really high quality stuff here with the shiny packaging. But yeah, and how this compares obviously to the previous releases for SAO. I only have the DVDs for SAO, but you know, here's the part 1 set, part 2, 3, 4. It's interesting. The obviously, like, in terms of images, the obvious one to compare it to is this, because like it's basically, this is the cover for part 1, this is the cover for part 1 here, and you can see, you get the idea here about these are the 2 main characters here, these are the 2 main characters here. It's cool. But yeah, final thing to show you guys is just a little bit of what the DVD menu actually looks like for this set. So let's bring you over to my TV. Okay. Now let me just... Okay, and I'll turn the volume up. So yeah, it's just a pretty standard DVD menu. You know, episodes, some setup, you know, you can choose English or Japanese in terms of audio, and some subtitles. There you go. And then the only other thing is extras. Let me just turn this down now. Get the idea? They play Ignite over the intro. But yeah, in terms of extras, what you get is a special animation Sword Art Offline 2 Part 1, Sword Art Offline 2 Part 2, original web previews, and a textless opening. So standard stuff, but you get the kind of, I think they're like chibi shorts, but they're kind of canon and they're not really humor. So I actually haven't seen Sword Art Offline, so I'm actually pretty excited to see that on these. But yeah, you can see the quality is really good, even though I'm just filming my TV. But yeah, interesting stuff. So let's go back to the set. So yes, that is the UK edition of the Sword Art Online 2 Part 1 Collector's Edition Blu Ray set. I'm so excited to see the other ones come out. I think they're basically releasing them month by month. Like Part 2 is out in October, 3 in November, and I think 4 in December. So it shouldn't take too long for everything to come out. I'm really excited to see what they do with the design for the sets for 2, 3, and 4. You know, the designs are probably out there from the Japanese releases and stuff like that, but I'm just excited to see how they do it special. Like, is there going to be like gold, or are they going to keep with the silver? And you know, what images are they going to use in the covers? And especially like if there is an art book in each one, what they're actually going to cover. But yeah, just I knew kind of what to expect from this, but because I saw like some kind of, basically the company that put this set together did a kind of opening type thing, but I was really impressed seeing this in person. It's super high quality, and I just can't wait for this box to just be full up with the full series. So yeah, I got mine from Amazon. It was like €40 or something like that, which, you know, it's a little bit much for just 7 episodes, but because it's a Blu-ray and DVD, because you get the big box for the overall stuff, you know, it's like okay, it's my favorite anime, I'm going to just pay the money, and you know, it'll be a really cool thing to have once the set is complete. And of course, because this box is already out with part 1, part 2, 3 and 4 are going to be a little bit cheaper, so that's that. So I'm excited for the rest to come out. I just think it's a really great set, and anyone in the UK or Ireland, highly recommend getting it. There is the standard DVD out if you just want that. I think the Blu Ray only comes in the collector's edition version, but if you want just to get SAO II as cheap as possible on disc, there is the standard DVD, which has most of the same features, I think, as this. I don't think you get the art book. It literally is probably just going to be something like this. Just it's probably actually just like this image, not on shiny kind of cardboard as the front. This on the back, and there's probably more of a kind of a standard kind of blurb type thing on the back. So it's going to be more of a standard DVD case, I think, for the Blu-ray for the DVD standard release. So just be aware of that. But yeah, I am super impressed with this. I'm going to end the video there. In the comments, if you have any questions about this, let me know. But other than that, thanks for watching this video, and bye.